Hey, had to call in the Hall of Famer, Weekend Wook himself. How we doing, Tim?
Good, man. How you been?
Fantastic.
Keeping warm, I hope.
I'm freezing, man. I got the blanket up. I put a blanket up over the front door, over the basement door. My kid's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Have hammer and nails." I got a bunch of blankets. What can you do? I mean, my electric bill doubled since last year, and it doubled from the year before that then. So I'm pissed at Westmore. Anyway, what's your overall take on the show tonight? Did you watch the other three, or was this your first time diving
No,
into
no,
it?
that's the first one only I watched. I was relieved. This sounds really fucking stupid, but I was relieved that there wasn't a bunch of new songs I didn't recognize because I was worried because I kind of was out of tune for a month and I was like, oh no, we're gonna come back. I'm not gonna know anything, but I knew everything, and I thought it was thought the what's the song I heard the ocean sing. That second set was as good of any fish we've heard in the last several years. And, you know, Drift kind
Right,
of pissed me off. I'll get into it.
right. Mexico is having a really good has a really good batting average. I feel like the chalk dust from a few
As of
years
late,
back
yeah.
was huge. Um, and every night this run, there was a Carini that was huge. There was a Ruby Waves that was huge. There was a Wave of Hope, a Fuego, a Mercury, a real Mercury. If this is any indication of what 2026 is going to look like, they're going to have a banner year, I feel like. So, and also interesting, no Tweezer, no Down with Disease over the four shows.
Good.
Yeah.
Tweezers.
Yeah, a couple years ago they didn't do Tweezer in Mexico, so maybe that's the thing. We did trade internet connections, Michael. Yes, we did.
Is my internet all fucked up again? This is why I don't do this shit because I don't have the gear for it.
You need to plug your Ethernet directly into your computer is the key.
Yeah, but I'm not doing all that. I have to run it from upstairs, man.
Right,
Maybe
one
I'll do
riff
it.
tune to boot. We got one riff tune the whole 4 days, and that was the My Friend, which was the jewel of this set, to say the least. Mike's was, solid. I would love the second jam to come back.
I think that's my focus to boot. I don't know if it's my connection. I think the camera's out of focus. Yeah. Mike, what do you? I mean, a mic screw to start the show is cool, but you're not gonna get like a really ballsy, like stretched out mic screw. It's gonna be like the Disney version, the Disneyfied mic groove. But that's fine because like you're still getting it in the first set, right, to start the show. So I think it's not, for I think it was kind of dope. I
No,
don't love Haley's in the middle though. I would have liked this as a traditional groove to start the show. Would have been really cool without the Haley's. Although the Haley's kind of bopped.
right. Um, yeah, I guess Mike gets hazard pay for having to sing that line for 5 minutes in that song. Bop, bop. Um, First time that Mike's and Haley's have ever been paired. Fascinating little thing. We got some Sanford and Son licks from Trey for our man Desmond Wilson. Lamont from Sanford and Son died today. Yeah, big dummy.
Ah,
Um, I love that show. I'm coming.
yeah.
It's the big one. Oh, drink. Thank you, Dave. I still don't know why they say drink, but we're working on it. The Weekapaug last year at Mexico, I don't know if you were one for that. They did a really slow Weekapaug. Weekapaug was a little bit off, it seemed like in the beginning of last year. This one solid. Really nice transition into it. You didn't have the like the mic thing like you do out of hydrogen, but
Yeah, it
yes, I
was
think
solid.
so great. Yeah, Julius, fun, 9 minutes, solid. They gave it a little bit of room there. What else can you
I
expect?
had Alexis in it too, because like normally it's just standard Swan Blues, kind of like ZZ Top dance version of it, right? But there was one section of it where Trey like took the swung into a more straight, like, precise triplet feel. It gave this little extra oomph in the middle. I mean, it was very subtle, but it was to make it kind of stand out to me. But I don't know. I feel like Julius gets hate a lot, and I'm a fan.
There you
Elizabeth.
go.
Well,
We got the first of
and my
3.
favorite.
Right. We got the first of 3 longest evers tonight. With my friend. The longest before this was about 20 minutes, 19 something like that. A couple years ago from New Year's. Amazing that what this song has become over the past 2.5, 3 years, 2 years, whatever it is. That the jams out of it. And tonight just it felt like this whole run to me, Tim, that Trey was really just letting it go. That there weren't the constraints. We weren't getting like the fourth quarters falling apart, thing like that. Like Trey was like, if I don't get to play the song, I don't get to play everything on the set list. Is the thing I'm getting from it. So it's allowing it to open up a little more.
He doesn't ripcord nearly as often, and even when they transition, they just kind of are patient with it, right? And they just kind of sit there and work through the transition.
Yep.
I was nervous when they started my friend, because I was worried it was a little early in the show, and they didn't, because it's early and it's early in the show for it, and I was kind of like, oh, is this just going to be a bastardized shit version? But it was tight. They were on tonight. It felt like a normal or later show, oddly enough. Like at this point, it felt like a second set, even though it was like 8:00 or something. Not even. It was like 7:30 by the time they were doing this, and they were already that deep into it. We were just
right. Hey, Mr. Bungle over on Volume says, cheers from the Beacon.
I was there.
Yeah, you were there. You were. I saw the two of you together.
Oh, you did, yeah.
I was there too that night. Got that petrichor. Mull, I'm a big fan of Mull, and I'm gonna say I know I sound like beating on a dead horse, but they need to like expand Mull out, let it breathe a little bit.
That's my biggest complaint with the song, is that it doesn't ever get taken out. And it's weird because it's like obligatory, right? Like Trey almost is like, all right, Mike, we'll throw yours in, but doesn't give him the full package. Although playful, like it wasn't long, but they seemed to be having fun with it, which was cool.
Yeah, exactly. Vultures, good pull from Trey. Interesting that you're doing that on the beach in Mexico. It's a little bit darker. Has all the biblical stuff and the Andromeda and all that. Love it.
Love
Solid sequence there with the Vultures into the 2001, and even the landing into Drift While You're Sleeping. I know a lot of people love Drift While You're Sleeping. Exactly, the Taco song, Colville, and Energy School. Pass me a taco. Come on.
Drift is a terrible song. Should be played again, and ruined what otherwise was a fantastic set. I'm gonna die on that hill. Give a shit.
Right. I felt like the 2001, they gave it a second pass. A lot of times it's 6-7 minutes, maybe 6 minutes, because they only go one pass through and hit the theme. They're out of there. They let it have a second one. The second one was a little bit shorter. And
I have a feeling or a theory that whenever you're on a festival or at a beach where everybody's on like the same plane, right? You're not like in a bowl or in a stadium or whatever. Songs like this are incredible because it gets the entire crowd dancing together, and it just has like this isn't something that you could pick up through the webcast, but like being there, right? There's like an energy surge that just passes through the crowd when you're all on the big field or on the beach and they do 2001, and I think the ultimate of this set is the perfect choice. I just wish it didn't go into Drift. Do people like Drift now? Am I like in the minority? Because
I'm not a fan of the lyric to it. And I do think it sounds a little bit like string cheese at one point.
Yeah. A little bit, a little
So
cheese, a little string cheesy.
little string cheesy, little string cheesy. All right, I got to close that other thing out. There we go. All right, let me pull that off. Yes, but people do. I there was a whole thing today. People talking about Life Beyond a Dream, and everybody's talking about how that album got him through tough times and hospice and all this. And I'm like, God, like now I
No,
feel
I get
bad
all
about.
that, and I know it's an asshole move to say "fuck that song," and like I know, and that's why it's cool. Like Trey, if you play, keep you playing, but I'm not gonna
Right,
pretend it's a great song just because of all that shit.
right.
That's like when
I
an
do.
asshole dies and they said a bunch of terrible shit, and then everybody's like, "Oh, he was such a good guy. Oh, it's so sad he died." It's like he's a fucking asshole, right? Like I'm sorry that he died, but he was an. It's like I'm sorry this shit happened, but like it's still not a great song.
I do like string cheese. I can't see who said that. Mondays, Fridays over on Volume. We me and T do a morning show, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Fridays, Amanda joins us sometimes. Wednesday we'll be back for Live. Sometime in February, we're getting Makita to come on and we're gonna talk about fall 13 from Fish. I asked Makita what the best 3.0 tour was, and that's what he gave me. So we're gonna run through and listen to all that. Why is
Such a
that funny?
Makita answer. 2013. I mean, 2013 was a great year, and I have a lot of fond memories of that. But that's not the best 3.0 tour at all. But that's such a Makita answer.
Oh, that's what we're going
I
with.
love it.
All right, let's jump in. Make sure you like, subscribe, go over to Volume, become a member over there. Wow. I at the member hang that I unfortunately screwed up and you weren't at. um, I
We're
said they
just
should
sitting
do
here
it.
like an asshole. I wonder if someone let me in.
I I said that they should do a 20-minute. And then if they're gonna do 20-minute songs, they should do a song I heard the Asians sing. Well, they did it for 40 minutes, and this thing was just sprawling, beautiful, morphed into several things. There was a full-on Jabu jam, right? At one point, there was Golden Age, there was Isabella, there was Heartbreaker. I mean, wow, wow.
Yeah, a lot of
I'm gonna say that this might be one of the best things I've ever heard them play.
so hard up. Such a tough thing to call, right? But yeah, it was a phenomenal jam. There's some cool time shifting, temporal manipulation in there too. Either that or my mind was shifting, but it felt really neat what they were doing with it. I mean, I don't know if it's the best ever, but the thing's the best in quite a while, and you know, it's going to be one that people remember. And I think this is one the Mexico I heard the ocean, which does not roll off the tongue, but like it's one of those jams people go back to quite often. I think.
Right. I mean, people go went on and on about 40 minutes worth of Sand at the Man, which I felt was a little one note to it. It was just Sand is what Sand is. This thing went all over the place. This was like an encapsulation of everything that Fish can do. And I mean, you could even say the full hour if you want to include the Sea of Stars. I'll give them a pass on the lyrics there because the end of that is one of the most psychedelic, beautiful things that I think that they play. I mean, he was full on pulling Jerry sounding stuff, like Jerry in space with some of
Did
that
have a
guitar.
very Dead Jerry feel to it. I agree. I was thinking that too.
It's just fantastic. My God, I love this so much. And it's so weird because, it's I've always loved Sea of Stars. It's about a mermaid. I'm a big fan of songs about mermaids. Um, but yeah, I mean, you got anything else about that?
Yeah, I think I really like how loose they were in Sea of Stars, Beneath the Sea of Stars. I think Fish and Trey were super locked in, and they very much benefited from a song I Heard the Ocean Sing. Like that awesome jam really set them up. I didn't love the transition. Like Trey was trying to find something there, and like it seemed like Mike and PHiSH were like, "Are we jamming? Are we transitioning? What are we doing?" And then he finally just started. But he was like, "All right, cool." From that like minor hiccup, this hour of music is perfect.
Right. Better
Completely locked
transition
in.
out. Better transition out of Sea of Stars into the Meatstick.
Far better. Yeah. Far better.
Which I absolutely love. I'm a big fan. You know, the Meatstick became very endeared to me with that one New Year's. And then this year they brought it back a nod to it with singing Tweezer in all the different languages.
That was 13 was the New Year's, the 3.0 version of it. Are you going to talk about that with Makita?
No, we're only just doing the fall tour. We won't do the New Year's one.
Lame.
That's the way these things work, man. I didn't write the rules. I just follow them.
No, you don't. You don't follow any rules. What are you talking about?
You know me. Only cover of the whole weekend with the Golden Age. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention. I set myself up in the first set for the longest time played. Obviously, the song I heard the Ocean sing was the longest one they've ever played. The closest one was 18 minutes before that. But the Beneath the Sea of Stars, the closest one was 16 minutes. So they added a good 3 minutes to that, which is huge. I mean, very seldom do you get 3 times that they blow past, you know. Hey, it's Jason. What's up, Jason? I love Golden Age. If you're going to go Love and Light, you should have seen last night on Blue Sky people going off about Trey playing Everything's Right. They're like, you're so out of touch. It's so tone deaf. And I was thinking that Golden Age has a similar message, but it just carries much better because it isn't telling you it's going to be all right. It's saying it's possible. Things could be great, you know?
Yeah, and he also didn't write it. Cover. I feel like Everything's Right. I've always thought that, though. I've always thought Everything's Right is a very tone deaf. I think the idea isn't that everything's right out there. It's that when we're here for a very brief minute of time, we can make everything right. But it's hard when you have all that pain and suffering, people to, be chill with it. I don't know.
I misspoke. What I meant to say was the first cover that they played. Yes, they played Loving Cup too, obviously 2 songs later. Well, dude, last night I went by myself and I forgot to put Free on the set list, and not one person mentioned that I didn't do Free. That we totally skipped over Free.
He said that it was fine if I didn't do last night, that he was going to do it. He didn't show up?
No. Well, he tried to from the club, completely dark. Cut now.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's not a big deal.
I was passed out earlier last night.
I hung up. I showed a bunch of dumb pictures, like Fishman holding up 2 symbols that look like boobs and things like that. You did not tell me, Michael, that Free was missing. No one did. I just ignored him. That's great. Oh man, we got through a whole slave. Trey got all the parts right in the slave, which was fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful song. Weird one for Mexico, right? Kind of not super thematic, but
all right. So yeah, there you go. They did 3 this show. They had
You just make shit up, say confidently. Everybody's like, yeah. Glad we have chat.
Yeah, thank you, chat.
Also, Haley's Comet's a cover too, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it was written by that Nancy guy.
We've had this debate before. It's like a pseudo cover.
Right. It's a pseudo cover. It is. It's a pseudo cover. And 2001's a cover of a cover.
Yeah.
So there you go. Loving Cup. I'm a big fan of Loving Cup. Such a great song.
Yeah.
It's very fishy for being a Rolling Stone song.
It's a very good encore. It's appropriate. What? It's not a pseudo cover. It's pseudo cover, meaning that it's not written by anyone in the band. It was like, I don't know what you call that. And it's been
But he
performed
never
out by the
released
band.
it. That guy never released the song, I don't think. I think he
Yeah,
like
but
wrote it in his
still,
bedroom. So it's like if somebody has an outside songwriter.
like all the shit, it's like that. But did he
Yeah.
write it for PHiSH, or did he write it and then they took it and played it?
I think they were all just
I think
hanging
he
out.
wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were hanging out at Goddard. He played it. They were like, "Hey, we want to do your song." He was like, "Sure, I'm not doing anything with it."
I think it's a pseudo cover. God damn it, I stand by it.
Hey, that's what we want. God, the chat's gonna they're not gonna let me live this one down.
I know, that's
right.
why it's not a full fucking cover. I understand that. I'm not saying it's a full cover. I'm saying it's a pseudo cover. They're like, oh, well, actually, here.
All right, Hood. Fantastic. We love a Hood. Great
Good.
closer.
I dig Hood.
Yeah. So let me ask you, since I haven't had you on, the Sphere.
That's cool.
Right? We got the Sphere coming up. Do you think that they're going to repeat songs?
They're doing 8 or no,
9.
9. That's a hard one. Yes, I do think they're going to repeat things.
Right? Are they going to repeat visuals?
I don't know. I want to say no repeats on songs or visuals, but I just have a hard time believing that.
That's a lot of work to do.
What do you think?
I think that they are going to reuse visuals, but they will not repeat songs.
I think it's the opposite. But here's the thing with the visuals. I think they're going to be less catered to the songs and less developed and animated and be more like screensavers and generic cool shit happening. And they're just going to vamp cool shit. But they could come up with a cool shit repeating like vamping visual. Yeah, it was pretty sick, Greg. It was a good show. You know what I mean, though, Kev? Like they're just gonna have a shit ton of different screensavers, but they're not gonna be as like the dog in the car wash or like the robot. It's not gonna be like that shit as much as like just cool effects. Yeah, no, I don't think they're gonna repeat visuals. I could see them repeating songs before repeating visuals.
So if they do Tweezer twice, it'll be different. Things. Interesting. Yes, I saw Michael mention no Bobby tribute. What do you make of that? When Phil died, they played Box of Rain. Bobby died, they didn't play anything.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tragic though. I don't think I talked to you since Bobby died.
No, I don't
That
think
was terrible.
Yeah,
what would have been appropriate? What would you want them to play for Bobby?
Play it in the band.
Yeah.
I think would have worked. But I think the thing that happened with Phil, they were on tour. So they worked it up at sound check. This happened days before, I mean, like tonight.
It would have been kind of like awkward or late.
Right. The dude from from Sanford and Son died. And they did the Sanford and Son tease in Weekapaug because he died today. But a lot of other bands did like Widespread did their Panic in La Playa last weekend and busted out a Jack Straw for the encore.
It's been what, 3 weeks now though?
Yeah, something like that. It's been a while. Surprised the world is still spinning on its axis.
I'm surprised how little the real world talked about that shit. I was the next day, and like how they have all the TVs lined up, and you could see like NBC, CNN, Fox, like all of them. One of those fuckers had the headline "Bob Weir died," and I was so frustrated by it because I was like, "This is like, I mean, It's fucking Bob Weir. Like you would like it's even outside the jam community. Like that's a big fucking deal, and not one of them said anything about it. I mean, yet there's a lot of news going on in the world, but like you figure they'd at least have a small thing about it.
Right. Right. Yeah, something. ESPN did something.
Oh, that's nice.
Right. Michael, stop correcting me. Nobody knew he died yesterday. Shoo, go away. You know, Michael and I went out to see a dead cover band.
Oh, did you?
Yes, they were something. They were something. To say the least. They did turn the heat on in this place. O'Hara. Yeah. All right. So hopefully you'll get a chance to watch one or two of the Sphere shows and come on.
Yeah, if I figure out the connection, I'm getting really self-conscious about this, but
don't be self-conscious.
We'll figure it out.
Fine. Yeah, well, you did all
I think I want to go I want to do Deer Creek. Do that. Oh, you hate Deer Creek though. You don't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't do Deer Creek. They're gonna play Merriweather, man.
Yeah, fuck Merriweather. I mean, I'll probably do Merriweather too, but
right, I hear you. It's right up the street. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, I'm gonna turn the comments off because they'll show up when I play the end thing. All right, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And Tim, always welcome on a Wednesday night if you ever want. You know that.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll
this time.
Right, hopefully we'll drag you on again sooner than later. Thanks everybody for watching. For the run, we'll be back in April doing these again for the Sphere. Wednesday nights, always live 9 Eastern. Take care.
What's up, dog?
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.